Now we have to do the starting for the family law. First of all, we have to know what is the system of dharma or religion. If we will find out the solution for the dharma and religion act, then we shall be better to understand the family law. You know, what is the dharma? Can you distinguish between dharma and religion? Can you distinguish between dharma and religion? Or as usual, English persons was translated dharma as a religion, or you think that this is the English version of dharma? No, not at all. Who knows the Hindu laws, they can't say that dharma and religion is the same thing. Dharma and religion is two different things. To the religion, we can say in Hindi sampradaya. Religion ki Hindi sampradaya hai. But the dharma has no English name at all. But the dharma has no English name at all. Why it is not? Actually, dharma was constituted in a particular area, and the meaning of dharma is the constitution of basic principles of something to run the country, to run the humanity. That is the dharma. If you find out, if you see that the Dhamma of Ashoka, Dhamma of Ashoka, at the time of Ashoka, he was published some basic principles called rock edicts for the Dhamma. There was 14 principles of Dhamma. There was rock pillars for the Dhamma. There was the rock edicts for the Dhamma. So dharma was, if we want to do an explanation, dharma was constitution of the whole thing. But the religion is only the follower of one person, of one religious guru. But in dharma, there is not any religious guru at all. But this is the constitution of so many religious gurus. Like if we will talk about the Hindu dharma having so many religions, like Shaiv, that is a religion; Vaishnava, this is the religion; Kapalik, this is the religion; Bodh, this is the religion; Jain is also the religion; Sikh is also the religion. All these religions constitutively called Hindu, because Hindu is not a religion. Hindu is a philosophy of life. Hindu is a philosophy of life for the living beings. That how all the resources can be used. All the resources can be used. Like if we'll talk about the ores found from the earth by the excavation, but that is also the part of dharma. We find out about the animals. Animals is also connected with the dharma, because if you see that the father says the livelihood of the child is my dharma, husband says to his wife that the survivorship of wife is my dharma. What the wife says to the husband? That to follow the principles of the family of in-laws is my dharma. So if dharma is the religion, then why someone says that this is my dharma to give the bread to my children's, to give the civilization to my children's, civil ethics to my children's? Because each and everyone think that this is his dharam. So you can't relate the dharam with the religion, because religion means the philosophy of someone to whom the remaining was following. That is a part of religion. That is a system of religion. Sampradaya means some इसका संग दीक्षित कीजिए. Sampradaya means the same thinking persons who follows someone. The same thinking persons follows someone. एक व्यक्ति को बाकी जो लोग हैं उसकी विचारधारा के अनुसार फॉलो करते हैं. It's called religion. But to use the resources and all living creations and non-living creations for the better utilization, for the better livelihood, for the better living things is the dharam. So if we'll call about the Hindu dharam, Honorable Supreme Court is also decided in some cases that the Hindu dharam is not a religion at all. Honorable Supreme Court was decided that the Hindu dharam is not the religion. So what they explains? They explain that the persons who follow a living things, a formula in a particular geographical area is called Hindu. In a particular geographical area means, we can say that that was the Indus Valley civilization and more area than that, where the thinking, the system of the living beings, the system of the living hoods was same, and one was respected to another's philosophy, another's thinking. That is why all the religious things in the Hindu dharam is coexist. There is not any conflict between the Baudh and Jains. There is not any conflict between the Jain and Sikh. There is not any conflict with the Shaiv with the Vaishnavas. Followers of the goddess and followers of the god, followers of the Ram, followers of the Krishna. There is not any dispute between these. Why? Because these are the different religions, but in India, they all was constituted, they all was embedded through the Hindu dharam. Where the conflict arises? If you follow someone, then no problem to anyone. But if you follow someone and the philosophy of that person want to raise upon another person who don't want to follow that, then the conflict arises on this place. You want to impose, you want to dominate on the basis of your philosophies, whatever you have followed from anyone. And you want to embed another person by that philosophy, that you have to follow this. And your philosophy is wrong, that is why you can't follow. You do not have to follow, and you have to follow my philosophy only and only. This is my directives. The conflict arises on this place. The conflict does not arise when you follow someone, you worship someone. There is not any conflict to worship anybody. In Hindu dharam, all the religion of the Hindu dharam do not have any conflict with one another. That is why all the dharmas, all the religions coexist simultaneously. Actually, whenever the religious things was arises in Hindu dharam, these was to fulfill the gaps of time. If the time will pass, some new inventions shall be there, some philosophical changes will be there, and for such inventions, for such philosophical changes, for such technical changes, someone arise and told a new philosophy, that right now you have to do such and such. Follower of that new philosopher called a new religion. But he was here to fulfill the gap, whatever the corruption was arises due to old philosophy, because time was changing, and according to the time, the philosophy must also be changed. The living things will also be changed. Like if we'll talk about 2000 years ago, there was not any invention to fly in the air. And at that time, someone wrote something. And at that time, there was the danger to pass through the ships on the water. That is why some writers, some philosophers was prohibited that you can't pass a river. Some philosophers was wrote in their text that no one has to pass the river. Why? Because there was so many dangers, their technology was not there to pass the river, and now the follower of that person rigidly want to impose their things to someone else also who having a new technology to pass through the river or to pass through the sea, to pass through the oceans and to fly on the air. But if the philosophers, if the religious person of that person who wrote a text at the time of 2000 years ago from today, at that time there was not the resources. That is why he rose for the betterhood of the living creations. But today that is thoughtless because there is new philosophy. And now today, new person born and he gives his new religious philosophy according to the resources of today, according to the technology of today. Means the new philosopher came here to fulfill the gap for whatever changes was happened in last 200 years, 500 years, 600 years, 2000 years. That is why there is not any conflict in Hindu Dharam, because Hindu Dharam is not a follower of any one person. If you think that the goddess Durga is nice, no problem. If you think God Shiva is nice, no problem. If you think that I am the follower of the Bhagavan Krishna, who having the problem? But after this religious things, the system of living creations was constituted and filled the gap, and new technologies was came, and there was not any prohibition to follow the older one, and there is not any provision to prohibit for the new technologies. That is why no conflict was arises at all, despite of 4000 more years old dharma. But the same thing on this another side. Same thing on the other side. They was not embedded by the dharam. They all was the follower of the religion. That is why when Yahudi was established their principle, the Yeshu was born. And Yeshu says that for today, this is better for you. For today, this is better for you. New followers was added one by one to the followers of issues. But the new system was born, and the new follower was want to prohibit the others that you can't follow the old philosophy, you have to follow the new philosophy. And the older one, who is the orthodox, older one do not have to follow the new system, but you have to follow the older one. And new system we are not able to follow. You do not have to follow the new system. The conflict was arises because whatever the gap was fulfilled by the issue in the philosophy of Yahudis, both are not accepting one another. And after passing of 500, 600 years, Paighambar Muhammad was also born, and he was created a new philosophy according to the time, because the older one was passed and new technologies was born. What Paighambar Muhammad was does for his 40 years, when he declared as a Paighambar, what he does in his childhood, he was following in the Khangah. Khangah. What is the meaning of Khangah? Where the religious persons gives their philosophy and statements. So he was learning all the philosophies of the older Pagambars, and after that his mind was created. God gave him that mind, and he was given a new philosophy and want to remove the corruption arises by the older philosophy. So, but he does not make a dominion status that my system has to be followed by another, by all these. But the followers of the Paigambar Muhammad made it. What? That the philosophy of Christ is wrong, philosophy of the Yahudis is wrong. That is why you have to follow only and only philosophy of Paigambar Muhammad. The conflict was arises further. The conflict was arises further because they was not embedded through a dharam. They were not embedded through the dharam. They all was the follower of the religion. So on that portion, the religion was something more, despite of dharam. But in this portion, the religion was the secondary and the dharam was primary. There, they think that religion is primary and the dharam means the living system is secondary. That is why on that portion the conflict was arises between all these. And thereafter, after Paigambar Muhammad also, thereafter the two sects was established. These called Shia and Sunnis. And in Shia and Sunnis also the bifurcation was arises. And all are in the conflicting position till today. It was the purpose and object of Paigambar Muhammad. What is happening today? No, not at all. Because he was given the philosophy, it was his thinking that the corruption has to remove. But by his name, today's philosopher further created the corruption. So the object and purpose of Paigambar Muhammad, object and purpose of the Christ issue, object and purpose of the Ibrahim alayhi salam, object and purpose of the Musa alayhi salam, and so on, was never solved. Was never solved. Why? Because they was tried to fulfill the gap, but the followers of that person does not understand the philosophy, why he was given new philosophy to us. But in this portion, the philosophers came to fill the gap, to remove the corruption, but simultaneously the older system what existed. The new philosopher means the followers of the Baudh do not have any problem to follow the Shaiv. If some another person is follower of the Shiv, followers of the Ram, followers of the Krishna, then the followers of the Buddha do not having a problem. Followers of the Jainas do not having problem with one another. In Hindu Dharam, if someone are the Baudh, someone are the Jain, you seen any conflict between these two? No, not at all. Even some person does not know that for whom they are following. Some person does not know that to whom they are following. Because they says, ki my ancestral devata is Hanuman. No problem. Okay. Some says, these are my village goddess. गांव में उन्होंने अपनी गौ माता बैठा रखी है, गमा देवी बैठा रखी है, गांव की देवी. नो प्रॉब्लम एट ऑल. किसको फॉलो करते हैं? इट्स नॉट ए प्रॉब्लम. बट द लिविंग फिलॉसफी adopted from the new philosophers and from the older philosophers, and compatibly we used all the philosophies of all the religious persons for the better. So if in another words you can say secularism, the meaning of secularism is already embedded in the Hindu Dharma. What do you mean by the secularism? You know, when the Yahudi was targeted by the Christians, where they got the place, that was the India only. When the Yehudi was targeted by the Christians, they got the assignment in India only. And in all other countries, no country was given their asylum. But India was given the asylum because Indians do not have any philosophy to oppose any religion, because there was already so many religions in the Hindu Dharma. That is why after that Christians came to India, no one was opposed. Muslims came to India, no one was opposed. Why? Because there was not any hesitation, there was not any opposition for any religion, because the Hindu Dharma was itself secular. The philosophy of Hindu Dharma is secular. Don't be say that who follows Hindu is not a secular. Who follows Hindu, it is secular itself. Because the philosophy of Hindu Dharma says, सर्वे भवन्तु सुखना. आपने किसी की फिलॉसफी में सुना है? सर्वे भवन्तु सुखना मीन्स सबका कल्याण हो, सब सुखी रहे संसार में, विश्व का कल्याण हो. ये फिलॉसफी है हिंदू धर्म का बेसिक. जो लोग कहते हैं ना, जब अंत होता है, जब उठते हैं कहीं से, तो इस श्लोक को बोलते हैं. चाहे वो जैन हों, चाहे वो बौद्ध हों, चाहे वो शिवालिक हों, चाहे वो कपालिक हों, चाहे वो वैष्णव हों, चाहे वो राम के फॉलोवर हों, चाहे वो कृष्ण के फॉलोवर हों. व्हाट सेज? सर्वे भवन्तु सुखना. सर्वा में सबका कल्याण हो, सबकी जय हो, सब खुश रहें, विश्व का कल्याण हो. क्या ऐसी विचारधारा रखने वाला नॉन सेकुलर हो सकता है? यू कैन से दैट दिस इज नॉन सेकुलर. बट द फिलोसफर, द डिवोटीज और द पंडिताज ऑफ दिस प्लेस was misguided the followers. वो misguide उन्होंने कर दिया. That is why something wrong is happening right now. And इधर misguide हुआ और उधर से तो misguide की philosophy लगातार आई रही थी. क्या? That पैगंबर is the last पैगंबर, and all of you have to follow only the पैगंबर, only and only the पैगंबर. According to पैगंबर, not according to me. उन्होंने ये नहीं कहा कि पैगंबर के अकॉर्डिंग सबको करना है. उन्होंने कहा अकॉर्डिंग टू मी यू हैव टू फॉलो. नहीं फॉलो करते तो हम तुम्हारा गला काट देंगे. क्या ये प्रिंसिपल पैगंबर मोहम्मद का हो सकता है? क्या ये प्रिंसिपल यीशु ने सोचा होगा? क्या इब्राहिम ने ये सोचा होगा जिसके लिए आप हज करने जाते हैं? क्या मूसा ने ये सोचा होगा? क्या आदम ने ये सोचा होगा कि आप लड़के मर जाएं और आपको सिर्फ और सिर्फ मैं जो कह रहा हूं वो फॉलो करना है मेरे बाद? अपने समय पर तो उन्होंने ऐसा नहीं किया. जब वो सब जीवित रहे तब तो उन्होंने ऐसा नहीं किया. बाद में ये सब सिस्टम कहां से चला आया? क्या वो बोल के लिख के गए थे कि मेरे बाद ऐसा करना? नो, नॉट एट ऑल. दैट इज व्हाई दिस dispute today, this dispute is arises in whole world. और एक ही परिवार के होने के बावजूद क्रिश्चियंस, यहूदीज एंड मुस्लिम्स आर फ्रॉम वन सिंगल फैमिली. ये एक ही परिवार के, लेकिन सबसे बड़ा दुश्मन है. क्यों? देयर इज द वॉर ऑफ मेंस. How many persons we have collected? How many persons are following me? This is the war of politics. This is not the war of religion. इस रिलीजन को बाद में पॉलिटिक्स ने अडॉप्ट कर लिया और पॉलिटिक्स ने ये सब कुछ फैला के रख दिया, नई गणित. और आज एक दूसरे के भाई भाई दुश्मन की तरह खड़े हैं. इस साइड में ऐसा नहीं हुआ. There is the conflict. There is the conflict, but not the conflict on the basic thoughts. Basic thoughts में कोई conflict नहीं है. बौद्ध, जैन, सिख में कोई conflict नहीं है. फॉलोवर्स हुए, फॉलो किया, नए रिलीजन बने, उनकी संख्या बढ़ी, but not a conflict, and there was not kept the position of war. युद्ध की पोजीशन कभी नहीं आई. क्यों? See, Vivekananda was given a speech in Chicago. That was very famous speech for all over the world. He said that Hindu dharam is the secular dharam, and each and every person who born in any religion may be called that he is an Hindu. In any religion may be called himself as a Hindu, because Hindu is a philosophy of living things, not to whom you have to follow. This is not the philosophy of Hindu Dharma at all. They don't say that you have to follow the Shivaji, you have to follow the Brahmaji, you have to follow the Krishnaji. They don't say anything like this. But they said only through the Vedas, Smrityas, Purans, only the living system. They provide the living system. Nothing else. लिविंग सिस्टम के अलावा कुछ नहीं देते. क्या कैसे करना है ये बताते हैं. तो जब वो ये बताते हैं कि क्या कैसे करना है, देन मीन्स दे आर ऑलरेडी सेकुलर. द फिलॉसफी इज सेकुलर. इन पंडितों की और इन मुल्ला मौलवियों की बात ना सुनी जाए, देन एवरीथिंग इज ऑल राइट, नो प्रॉब्लम. आप नमाज पढ़ते हैं, किसी को क्या प्रॉब्लम है? आप कहीं जाकर मंदिर में मत्था टेकते हैं, किसी को क्या प्रॉब्लम है? प्रॉब्लम कहां आएगी? जब कहेंगे नमाज नहीं पढ़नी है. प्रॉब्लम कहां आएगी? तुमको मंदिर में पूजा नहीं करनी है, तब प्रॉब्लम आएगी. सो यू आर ट्राइंग टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम और यू आर क्रिएटिंग ए न्यू प्रॉब्लम. बाय रिलीजन राइट नाउ यू आर क्रिएटिंग ए न्यू प्रॉब्लम, not trying to solve the problem, but all the philosophers was created the philosophy to solve the problem. And today the dharma gurus are creating the problem with the in umbrella of religion. This is the problem. So Honorable Supreme Court was decided that who is Hindu? Who is Hindu? Honorable Supreme Court said that Hindu is the living system, and in a particular geographical area, whoever was living and following a living system of that area is Hindu. And it may be constituted by so many religions. That is the meaning of Hindu. Who is Hindu? Now, who is Muslim? For Muslims, Honorable Quran Sharif says, who follows the Paigambar Muhammad and believes in the creation of God, creation of Allah. अल्लाह के इस जगत में विश्वास करता है और पैगंबर मोहम्मद को फॉलो करता है, इज कॉल्ड मुस्लिम. And he believes on the maintenance of peace and security. See, that was the object of Paigambar Muhammad, to maintain the peace and security. But right now object is failure. Now through this religion someone is trying to create the ambiguities and to destroy the peace and security. The object was to maintain the peace and security. Now someone is trying to destroy the peace and security. Who they was? They are only the politicians, nothing else, nobody else. देख रहे हो आज क्या चल रहा है हिंदुस्तान में? इमाम जामा मस्जिद चाहते हैं कि वो हमारा लड़का मंत्री बन जाए, हमारा दामाद मंत्री बन जाए. हम मुस्लिम धर्म को के गुरु हैं, दैट इज वाई मेरा बेटा मंत्री बनना चाहिए. इट वॉज द फिलॉसफी. क्या पैगंबर मोहम्मद ने जिस समय उनके फॉलोवर बहुत बड़ी संख्या में आ गए, क्या उन्होंने राजा बनने का प्रयास किया कभी? उनके जो अच्छे फॉलोवर 3 तो थे, अबू बकर और बाद के 2, अपना दामाद भी था, क्या उन्होंने राजा बनाने का प्रयास किया? क्या उन्होंने बादशाह बनाने का प्रयास किया? क्या उन्होंने अपने दामाद को मंत्री बनाने का प्रयास किया? नहीं। उन्होंने लिविंग बीइंग को, लिविंग थिंग्स को शेड्यूलाइज करने का प्रयास किया, रेगुलराइज करने का प्रयास किया। पुरानी जो रॉन्ग फिलॉसफीज थी, जो टाइम के अनुसार अब फिट नहीं बैठती थी, उनको चेंज करने का प्रयास किया। दैट इज वाई दिस इज मुसल्लमे इस्लाम इज ए मुसलमान। मुसल्लमे ईमान, ईमान का पक्का हो वो मुसलमान है। नॉट टुडे ईमान का मतलब जानते ही नहीं। व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ ईमान? कोई ईमान धर्म नहीं है। सो आफ्टर ऑल we can say that who is Hindu, the definition is understood. Who is Muslim, the definition is understood. In another words, by the Hindu Marriage Act or by the Hindu law, we can say that who is not a Muslim, who is not a Christian, who is not the Jews or Parsi is a Hindu. क्यों? Because these all three are already trying to distinguish themselves. Because all these three trying to distinguish from the original philosophy of living things. That is why all the remaining are Hindus, because they believe only in the dharmic system, not prevailed religious system. But they all three prevails on the religious system. That is why the definition of Hindu Dharma was called who is not a Muslim, who is not a Christian, Jews or Parsi is Hindu. This is the definition. They don't say that the follower of the Krishna is the Hindu. They don't say the follower of the Shiva is the Hindu. There is no words like the followers of the Brahma is Hindu. The followers of the Bodh is Hindu. Followers of the Jain is Hindu. No word has been used at all. Why? Because they are the dharmic system and doesn't prevail over the dharma by the religion. But in another side, these all three, Jews, Christians and Muslims, they prevails not only the living things, they try to prevail, they want to dominate on the basis of religion only. That is why these three was separated, because they will not accept the philosophy of living things. They want to accept the philosophy of only and only basis of religion. This is the main distinction. That is why the definition of Hindu Dharma said who is not Muslim, who is not Christian, and who is not Jews or Parsis are Hindus. Now we have to study in the Hindu law 4 acts, or in all family laws we have to study that what is the principle of marriage, either in Hindu law, Muslim law, Christian law, basic of marriage. What shall be the principle and what shall be the method of a valid marriage? So, Indian Marriage Act, Hindu Marriage Act, Muslim Marriage Act, Muslim Personal Law और Christian Marriage Act, whatever, वहाँ से उनकी फिलॉसफी से थोड़ा थोड़ा उठा लीजिए, जो सेक्शंस, जो वर्सेस वहाँ डील, जो आयतों ने डील किया हो उनको उठा लीजिए वहाँ से। मैरिज के बाद मेंटेनेंस एंड एडॉप्शन, मेंटेनेंस एंड एडॉप्शन, सो एडॉप्शन एंड मेंटेनेंस एक्ट आ जाएगा। देयर आफ्टर इनहेरिटेंस इज द प्रॉब्लम। So how they will inherit the property? It will deal the inheritance. Will someone want to give something to one and don't want to give anything to another. This is law of inheritance. So succession act shall be there. Succession. And after succession, minority and guardianship. Minority and guardianship. Gift and partition. Gift and partition. Whoever was the follower of Hindu Dharam, having a single system, that is called Hindu Marriage Act, Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act, Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act, Hindu Succession Act, etc. These are governed by the acts. Right now, whatever the act says, it's fixed. But for remaining, like for Muslims, whatever the Quran, Holy Quran, Hadith, Sunnah of Paighambar Muhammad, and last, newly born, Ijma. Ijma. These four are the source. For Christians, the Bible and the Christian Marriage Act, Christian Succession Act, etc. For Parsis, there is the Parsi law, and for Jews, there is the Jews law. Through these acts, we have to study the whole family law. It's clear?